Om Namah Shivaya. I am astrologer and author, Professor rudramohapatra from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Today, I'll tell you about Prashna Kundali. Few days back, one of my younger astrologer's friend called me at night and said, "Sir, my father is missing. Please put a Prashna Kundali and tell me what is going to happen." He was also student of Pandit Sanjay Rath, and we met in a conference. So I said, "Why you are asking me to do so?" He said, "I am also doing this. I have also asked some other astrologers to do, and also asking you to do." He insisted, so I put one person and I said, I just explained to him. But I also said that let the Prashna be not leaked. Let the examination question should not be leaked. If you want to put the Prashna, you just put it once and leave it. Prashna Kundalis are the most occult Kundalis in the Hindu astrology. There the planets are not saying about your karma. That the chart is not the indicators of your prarabdha. There, the planet transiting are the words of gods or the indication of gods to certain questions you are asking to him. So in a Prashna Kundali, planets are the words of gods or God. They are nothing to do with the natal horoscope. The most important thing is please do not administer Prashna if you have the natal horoscope with you. Even if you are expected to say theft has happened, plus look for the natal horoscope. Then put the Prashna if it is required because natal horoscope will more accurately say you things. Okay, now coming to Prashna. Prashna Jyotisha or horary astrologer is an astrologer of extensive intuition and must have power of some siddhis or occult. Astrologers, Prashna astrologers, then yogis. You must be knowing that Guru Kendra say that yogis can see something which an astrologer can never see. But a Prashna astrologer can see to some extent. Like your son is somewhere abroad and you are not getting his contact. You went to an yogi will say, "No, your son is alive and do this." And Prashna astrologer will say that yes, your son is most probably in this side. But the intuition here is completely by yogis, where the Prashna astrologer is looking at the words or indications of gods by planets. So a Prashna astrologer must be a person with sufficient sadhana bala or spiritual attainments compared to a general astrologer like me. That is why the land of Prashna, Kerala, you will see the Ashtamangala Prashna is really a tough task. All can never administer it. I have been trying to record one very genuine Ashtamangala Prashna, but I am not able to do that. Kerala is a faraway state, though I have visited there for conferences. But let's see. Deva Prashna, if the sanctity of the temple is lost. So planets can only indicate, but with the maximum intuition, with the maximum sadhana bala, the astrologer can say, no, this is going to happen. So without your intuition, without your siddhi, prashna is not possible. If I put a prashna, I am sure it will be 100% wrong. Even if I go by the principles of Brahmira in Daivagya Vallava, Pithujasajin, Satpanchasika. I think Satpanchasika by Prithujasa is the greatest classics of Prashna still available in our Horary astrology, though the Bhagya Mallava and Satpanchasika are almost same. So you can apply the astrological principle mentioned in these books, but still you will fail if you don't have the intuition, the spiritual attainments. You cannot understand what the planets are saying to you. What is the voice of God by the Prashna chart? So the moral is do not administer Prashna chart unless and until it is really required or you are an expert in that. People are coming to me and say, Sir, you know Horary astrology? I say, no, I only know Hora. For that extra way, it needs a lot of effort. And His grace definitely. So my point of telling you all this is do not overuse transit and Prashna Kundali. This is another major drawback of Hindu astrology is many astrologers have been using the transit, even they are taking the help of Ashtaka Varga and Prashna Kundali for prediction. But it is wrong. First thing is Prashna demands different personality. All astrologers can never administer Prashna. You can go for annual horoscopy. You can go for Samhita Jyotisha too. But to administer Prashna, where planets are saying you the words of gods, you must be connected. You must have that much of spiritual attainment. So please keep yourself away from Prashna. I am not belittling that you should not learn it, but Prashna is an extreme state. Okay, so it is an extreme state, and also be very genuine. If you once ask somebody, once you administer Prashna, it is over. Do not go on administering. If you are doing it by yourself, you need to have certain sanctity. If you are asking any uh, suppose you are an astrologer and doing it, or you are asking one astrologer, it is over. You are asking Mr. X, Mr. Y, and Miss Z to verify your Prashna. This is wrong. So in a clientele perspective, I am saying never visit astrologer from Prashna. If you are visiting, one is enough. And Prashna should be like Prashna. It should not be. There are many conditions to Prashna. It is written in books also. But any astrologer administering Prashna should be very, very careful because Prashna Kundali is the words of gods who is saying that, yes, this has happened. So planets are there indicators of the voice of the god, not the indicators of your karma. So this is intuition, this is siddhi, this needs some yogic power to administer. So if you don't have those things, please do not do Horary astrology. You will suffer immensely. You will end up in predicting things Absolutely wrong, doing injustice to yourself, Jyotisha also. So finally, I'm saying I'm not belittling you to learn Prashna. You can learn, but administering Prashna demands extreme different ability. Prashna Mahapatra admitting before camera, I cannot do that. I don't want to do that. That's a different issue, but I cannot do that. Despite my spiritual sanctity, I am saying no, I cannot do that. So for Prashna, you demand a complete different kind of abilities where you have you are in a position between that world and this world in between. We are always getting connected, or you have got spirit. That means you have some spiritual attainments. Then only Prashna is for you. Or else, if somebody is asking in this astrological online portal, sir, will my boyfriend call you tomorrow? You put it Prashna said wrong. Even if it is too wrong, because you don't have the capacity to be a Prashna Jyotisha. There is a difference between the general astrologer and a Prashna astrologer. A Prashna astrologer must be much more into the spiritual sanctity compared to a general astrologer to read the voice of gods. Well, I have said those things time and again to make you clear that be aware of administering Prashna. You need to condition yourself very carefully before administering Prashna. If you have got some information to share, just write it in the comment box. No need to write that lecture is good, all these things. I am frequently getting those kind of messages. It's okay. But even if you can say, sir, use this headphone, all these things, I cannot do. All the amenities I have is here. A 10,000 rupees cell phone. I am sitting in my chamber and recording it for you. So do not ask me for good voice, good lights that I cannot do. But definitely you share your thoughts if you want clarifications on some issue. You can write if possible on my part. I will definitely do that. But invaluable information are expected in the comment box for the general awareness and progress of Jyotisha. Well, this is all for today. If Lord Mahadeva wants, I'll come up with another new video soon. Till then, God bless you all. Om Namah Shivaya.